Can I just do a quick test here and see if you guys can hear me? If someone can pop in the chat and let me know, that would be fantastic. I want to know, what are you guys up to today? What is everybody working on in their business? And what are you most excited to learn that we're going to be covering today? Hi, everybody. I love that we actually have some people on camera. This is so fantastic. Get started because I know your time is extremely valuable, and I am pumped to share what we have to share with you here today. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in, and I cannot wait to get this party started. Hopefully you guys are as excited as I am. So first of all, let's just talk about what we are here to do. We are here to help you create $1 million profit breakthrough online for your brand without working anymore, even if you feel like you are doing it all and it seems out of reach to make this leap. And I wanted to start by having that conversation because what I really want to emphasize going into this session, guys, is that you are already working hard enough. You don't need to work more hours. You don't need to work even harder. You don't need to try to juggle more balls in the air with your small business. You need to learn how to focus more effectively and how to leverage your time to actually get the results that you want and deserve from the work that you're already doing. And that is what today's masterclass is all about. It's about helping you guys, who I know are the rising stars online. You guys are the future of online marketing. And so what we really want to think about here is that there's millions of people out there that want and need what you have to offer. And what we want to help you do is understand how to engineer your celebrity, map your profits, and reverse engineer your success so that you can step into the level of success and profits that you want and deserve and that you're already working for. And I do want to emphasize again, yes, it is hard work, but no, it's probably not any harder work or any more hours than you're already doing. It's just going to come down to some 10% shifts that are going to help you to accomplish these goals. So let's talk a little bit about what you are going to learn. You are going to learn the 6 C's to build a $1 million brand online. Whether you are brand new, just getting started, or whether you've been in business for 15 years, there are 6 C's that you need to master online to take your business into the millions. This is a whole new world, guys. Everything has changed. Everything will continue to change in the online landscape. And so it's so important to know where we are in this moment today, what's working now, and where you need to evolve or tweak your business in order to have the success that you want, okay? You are going to learn the #1 strategy that you're going to need to succeed in 2020 and beyond, and the 3 things that you should focus on now that your competition isn't even considering. Okay, so give me a heck yeah in the comments if you guys are excited with those 3 key things that you're going to be learning today and you're ready to dive in and have some success and get some awesome results from today's session. Let me know how you're feeling, what you're thinking, any questions that you have. Okay, all right, awesome, awesome, good stuff. So many great comments coming in. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so bottom line here, guys, is my goal is to give you the secret sauce, right? So I have been doing this for many years now, and I really want to help to lift up that next generation. I see myself as just being your guide to help you to elevate and position yourself in the market where you want to be. And if you decide to stay until the end, I'm going to offer a special opportunity to work with me in person to do your $1 million profit map. Okay, so let's talk about what makes this training different. Today, I'm focusing on giving you an unspoken, never before revealed blueprint that myself and all multi-million-dollar businesses are following online. And when I was putting together this training, I was really asking myself, why didn't anything like this exist when I was coming up? Like, this was the training that I needed back, 4 or 5 years ago when I was first trying to get to the $1 million mark. Why was this not out there? And then why is this not out there now? Like, why are we the only people having this conversation? And then I realized that there's very few businesses that actually are at the $1 million mark. There's very few coaches that have ever built a million, let alone a multi-million-dollar enterprise that can teach this material that have actually done it themselves. So you found yourself at a very unique intersection of learning things that no one is teaching right now from someone that's doing things online that very few, if any, other coaches are able and qualified to teach because they simply haven't done it. And so if you've been wondering why that multi-million-dollar blueprint for building a brand online with social selling in 2020 isn't out there, it's because there's not a lot of people that have figured it out. Okay. So one of the things that I'll tell you very openly coming into our webinar today is that I've done a lot of things right, but I've also done a lot of things wrong. And I think it's really important for you guys to know that, because my goal in this session, obviously, is to give you the cliff notes, the shortcut, and the way to skip over all of the trials, tribulations, errors, mistakes, etc. that we've made, and to let us do that heavy lifting for you by presenting you right away with a solution and steps that you can take to achieve the results that you want. Okay, so hopefully this is making sense to everyone. Thank you guys. I see all the comments coming in. I so appreciate you guys. And of course, I keep going with a smile because I'm so incredibly happy to be here with you guys. So thank you so much. I see all of the messages coming in. I can't even get through all of them, but you guys are amazing. Keep them coming. I cannot wait to look through. We have over 100 people hanging out with us here today, ready to learn social selling in 2020. So this is awesome. And I have just a full screen that I could keep scrolling and scrolling of people saying, heck yeah, I'm ready to learn how to build my $1 million brands. That's amazing. So you're here to learn something that's going to help you take that next step. There isn't anyone out there that's teaching this right now. We at Kelly Roach International are absolutely paving the path and leading the way for the future of online business building for entrepreneurs in the service-based world. And we're super, super excited to support you and to bring this training to you. So here's what I can tell you after 7 years of being in online sales and marketing as a business coach, helping entrepreneurs around the world create 6- and 7-figure breakthroughs. Number one, without the 6 things that we're talking about here today, you will struggle. For me, when I was putting together this training, when I was analyzing what's working for us and what is working for other leaders in other spaces that are running multi-million-dollar businesses and building these successful multi-million-dollar brands online, these 6 components were present in every single one of them. And I think so many times as entrepreneurs, it's like, we want to do this, but we don't want to do that. That's outside of our comfort zone, so we avoid it. That doesn't feel, comfortable to us, so we don't do it. There's all of these things that we put these parameters up of what we're willing to do or not willing to do. And what I'm here to tell you guys is these 6 steps are going to catapult you so fast and furious to the next level that your mind is going to be blown, but you can't skip over any one of them. You have to be willing to do all 6. Okay? So give me a yes in the comments below if you are going to commit to doing all 6 things that we cover here today so that you can catapult your business into the multi-millions online. Because I promise you, if you skip over half of them or you only do 3 of them, you're going to struggle. So I want to see 100 yeses in the comments in the chat right now, letting me know that you guys are going to commit to all 6 because you want the outcome that comes with it. Okay? I'm going to give you guys a second to comment so I can read your amazing messages. I want to tell you what else I want to really drill home for you here. The $1 million brand plan cannot hinge on one tactic or strategy, okay? Tactics change constantly. The reason why I am valuable to my clients and customers is that I am constantly teaching them 10 to 15 different tactics that can be working in unison in their business at any given time, and looking around the corner as to what they need to know and be prepared for in the future, okay? So what I wanna emphasize here, guys, is don't get caught up in a tactic, because a tactic is not the same as building a multi-million-dollar brand, which is a business with an infrastructure, okay? And then finally, what you think makes your brand in demand could actually be the thing that's sabotaging your ability to take it to the next level. And we're going to talk about all of those things in today's session. So what I'll tell you is we had to discover this the hard way. My team and I spend thousands of dollars on testing every single month, trialing many, many things. Some work, some don't work. We're always testing new launch strategies. We're testing new ways to bring our products and programs to the market. And our goal is to do the heavy lifting and the hard work and the expensive testing so that you don't have to. And today we're going to talk about exactly where you should be focused and where you need to be focused in 2020 to rise to the top in your industry. Okay, so I want to take a quick second to look. Oh, we have so many yeses in the comments. We even have some fire coming through in the comments. That is fantastic. So I'm not going to count them, but I hope I have at least 100 of you guys giving me a yes to that are committed, because I see all of you guys. And I see some fire coming through, people that are ready to rise to the top in 2020 and beyond, which is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we have a commitment from everybody on the line that you are going to do all 6 things that we're teaching you. I really want to talk about some of the big mistakes that I'm seeing happen repetitively and cycling in the entrepreneurial community that don't work, that I want to make sure you don't get caught in the trap of. Okay, the hard way to try to build your brand online that most people do is they spend countless days, weeks, or months designing a course or a program because someone told them that that's what they're supposed to do, because someone sold them a course on creating a course. Okay, so you spend a year of your life creating a course. Unfortunately, then you have this course with no one to sell this course to. So now you're losing money by the day. You spent all this money to create this course. No one's buying the course. You don't know whether anyone wants the course. And so we all know kind of the cycle that follows from there. Then you start doing a ton of online marketing. So you're like, oh crap, no one's buying the course. Let me start getting myself out there, right? So you start doing a ton of online marketing, and then you wait around and you hope and you wish and you pray and you bang your head against the wall that people are going to buy. And when the sales don't come in, you start questioning what you're doing and you ask yourself, am I meant to be an entrepreneur? Is this ever going to sell? Is what I'm doing good enough? Is what I'm doing make a difference, right? So what you really have to think about here, guys, is, you know, do you want the easy way or do you want to continue to follow the hard way? And I know you guys are all here because you want to learn how you can literally leap from 6 to 7 figures at a time easily. Okay. So what I want to emphasize is that I've done this multiple times. I'm ready and excited to help you guys do it, but you need to be willing to really get in the mindset of what it's going to take to make this a reality. So number one, over the past couple months, we have been using the live launch method, as you guys all know, over and over again. And we went from doing 6-figure launches to multiple 6-figure launches, and they just keep multiplying and duplicating, multiplying and duplicating. And there have been multiple days in the last 2 months that we have done over 6-figure days, where easily within a single day, we've done 6 figures in sales. And we didn't leverage a million affiliates or lose sleep or go broke doing it. It was done with ease, following a system that we know that works, right? And, you know, people always, you know, say like, is this typical? Like, how fast can this happen for me? And I always say, no, it's not typical. And no, it probably won't happen for you because you probably won't listen to the steps that I'm giving you and actually implement them. However, that small percentage of the population that is so fiercely committed to their outcomes that they're willing to listen and they're willing to take action, all of the actions that are necessary to create that outcome, you absolutely can make this replicable and duplicatable for you. And I want to talk to you about how we're making this happen. Okay, so the first thing is the 6 components that must be present daily in your brand in order to make 6- and 7-figure leaps forward and ultimately to build a multi-million-dollar brand online. And what I want to emphasize here is, as I share all the time, I am like the most tech challenged person you'll ever find. For example, I did not know how to mute all of the participants on the Zoom call today. So if that doesn't give you an example of my level of tech knowledge, I think that's a perfect example right there. In fact, I have Lindsay here in my office with me in case something goes wrong, because I probably won't be able to fix it. Okay. So, and I run multi-million-dollar brands online. Okay. You don't have to be a tech whiz. You don't have to be a technology genius. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to be able to do it all or be it all. And you can be imperfect and be you and still be running a multi-million-dollar brand from your home office on a schedule that allows you to put your family first, which is exactly what we teach. A lot of you guys are in the Unstoppable Entrepreneur Program, so you know that is our entire focus there. Okay, so if you have a smartphone and you can convert and sell online, you can make multiple 6-figure leaps in your business quickly, right? You have to understand how people think, act, and buy in order for this to translate into your market. Okay, so now is where you guys want to pause. If you got distracted at all, you want to like wake up, stretch it out, get really, really focused. So I want you guys to put I'm focused in the comments if you're ready, because we're going to go into the 6 things now. And as I mentioned already, and I'm being as crystal clear as I know how to be. I don't know how to be any more clear than this. You cannot skip over any one of these 6 things if you want to build a multi-million-dollar business online. You're not going to get there if you don't do all 6. That's why I said, stop what you're doing, focus, come back to me, and get your notes out. I want you guys to actually write these 6 things down, because you can't skip over any one of them if you want to be making these multiple 6-figure leaps and you want to do it quickly in your business. Okay. All right. I have so many people saying, I am ready. Let's do this. I'm getting a lot of focus. I'm getting a lot of awesome emojis. Thank you guys so much. I think I have everybody here. I'm excited for you guys. I have some smiley faces coming through. I love it. We have such good energy with this group. So I thank you guys for that. That's awesome. So let's dive in. The first one is, there is a charismatic leader at the helm of your company. And that means that people need to see you, hear from you, and interact with you in 2-way engagement on an ongoing basis. So the first thing that you want to take away from today's session is, if you want to do millions of dollars online in your business, you need to get in front of the camera. You need to get in front of the camera live. You need to be consistent. You need to be frequent, and you need to engage in 2-way communication with your audience. I don't care if right now your audience is one person. Maybe it's your cat. Maybe it's your mom. You know, I don't know what that looks like for you. That's where we all started. That is where we all started. Right? We had one person, maybe, right? Maybe it's your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, your daughter. I don't know, but you got to start somewhere. You have to step into the role as a charismatic leader. And so I want to ask a question to you guys. How many people that are on the line today, when you wake up in the morning, how many of you guys think of yourselves as leaders? I would love to know that in the chat. I want to know where you guys are at on this topic. Like, do you think of yourselves as a charismatic leader? Do you, when you're waking up in the morning to do business every day, are you really being that person? Do you feel like that's how you've been showing up in your market? Okay, I'm getting some yeses. I'm getting some not yets. I'm getting some I'm getting there. I'm getting some yeses. Awesome. Servant leader, great. No, not so much. Need more. No, thinking about it, working on it, not doing it. Okay, so you guys are awesome. I appreciate the honesty. And I got one comment that I think is really good. I feel like I'm a hidden leader when it comes to online. I'm getting a lot of them getting theirs, which is awesome. And I'm getting a lot of yeses, but I'm also getting a lot of no's. So we have people that are really spanning the spectrum here. So what I want to tell you here is, this doesn't need to be a complicated or hard thing for you. The biggest thing that you want to think about here is, you want to be delivering your weekly show, which should be a live show. Obviously, in the Unstoppable program, for those of you guys that are in the program, we teach what to do before, during, and after your live show, how to promote it, how to get people showing up, how to get people engaging. But you absolutely need to be running a live show every single week. You need to be willing to slow down and have a conversation with your market. Just like I'm having a conversation with you guys right now, right? I could plow through the content and just talk at you the entire time that we're here together, or we can play catch, right? Because I want to see where you're at, and I want to answer your questions, and I want to know what you need from me in order to get the most value out of today's session. Okay, so play catch with your market, open up the 2-way dialogue, and begin to think of yourself as a charismatic leader, which means that, and write this down in your notes and underline it and star it. It means that you are working every single day to improve your skills in how you communicate live on camera to your audience. This is the entire future of online marketing. We already know that all of online marketing has shifted to social media. We know that people discover, find, and buy from people that they find on social media now. That is where the attention of the market is. So if you want to capture the attention of your market, charismatic leadership is the centerpiece of that wheel, okay? Number 2, compelling content. So you know, I see a lot of people out there putting out a lot of content that's not compelling, right? If your content is boring, if you're droning on and on, if you're losing focus, if you're meandering through the hills and the jungles and the valleys and people can't follow where you're going or what it is that you're trying to share with them, that is not compelling content. It is not going to convert. You have to focus on mastering content that converts. People always say, and they've been saying for many years now, that content is king. Content is not king. Content is king only if it converts. There are plenty of entrepreneurs, hundreds of thousands of entrepreneurs that are creating content every single day that no one's taking action on and no one's responding to because it's not reverse engineered properly to convert. So it doesn't matter where you guys are on this today. You could be listening to this and be like, oh my gosh, my content sucks. No one is converting from my content and I'm a 0 on this. Well, that's fine. So what you're learning from today's session is that you need to actually spend time working on improving, working on trying to reverse engineer your content, working on setting things up the right way so that it wows your audience, so that it's going to be stop your scroll content that people are going to pay attention to and want to engage with. All it means is that this is a temperature check that's holding up a mirror to where you are right now and setting up your next steps. That's all that this is. Okay. So number 2 is compelling content that converts. Feel free, guys. I want to make sure I can also be answering your questions as we go here. So any questions that you guys have, oh, I see how often to go live, definitely every week. No less than every single week. You have to be in front of your audience every single week. And if you can be multiple times a week and you can manage it and you can still promote it well and plan it correctly and all of that, then, you know, fantastic, but definitely weekly. And like I said already, you want to make sure that there's a pre, a during, and a post with that content to make sure that you're actually converting from it and getting people to show up and engage with it, right? Because it's not enough to be showing up, but to not actually be getting results from it, right? And that's a great indicator. If you don't see that number of people that's showing up to that live content growing consistently, well, then you know you're probably missing the mark on part of your charismatic leadership, and you're probably missing the mark on reverse engineering it correctly, promoting it correctly, and positioning it correctly to get it to convert, okay? So again, I don't want anyone to panic or to be feeling bad because you're listening to this and you're like, oh my gosh, this is what's wrong in my business, or this hasn't been working for me. What I'm trying to help you to understand is, where are you on the spectrum right now? And why are you getting the results that you're getting right now? So if you're a level 1 in your own skill in these areas, then your income and your revenue probably correlate with that. If you are a level 10 in each of these areas, then you're probably doing millions of dollars online already, right? So, you know, it's nothing to feel bad about. It's a temperature check so that you can get clear and focused on exactly what next steps you need to take to start being able to make those 6- and 7-figure leaps in your business. Okay, great questions coming through. And Angela, just like Nate just answered to you, as far as the time, that really depends on your audience. So you want to look at the metrics for your audience, and you want to look at when they are online the most, and that's when you really want to focus on doing that, okay? And time also does depend on the platform as well. So those are great points. Definitely, please continue to send in your questions, guys. I really want to make sure that you are leaving today's session empowered, clear, and ready to take action. And so the reason why I'm delivering this live is that I don't want to just talk at you. I want you guys to feel like you can ask me anything as we progress, so that when you leave here, you feel really clear and ready to take action. Okay, perfect. To reverse engineer the content, you want to make sure you start with the end in mind. So you start with, what action do you want to create as a result of this content? Do you want someone to apply for a consultation? Do you want someone to sign up to join your email list? Do you want someone to subscribe to make sure they get notified every time you go live or every time you create a new video? Do you just want to get them to show up again the next week, right? So it starts with being extremely purposeful in the content that you're creating and knowing what your end goal of each piece of content is. That's number one. Number two is making sure that the content is stair-stepping, 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 moving them towards the insight and understanding of what they want to achieve and how to achieve it, with them feeling like whatever that next step is the thing that's going to push them over the edge to get what they want. And that's what that next step is going to be with you, right? I see so many people that are saying they want to close high ticket private clients, but yet they're not, reverse engineering their content into consultations. If you want high ticket clients, reverse engineer your content into consultations. If you want to close people 20, 50, 100 at a time, well, then you should be using the live launch method, which obviously the entire method is reverse engineered into you selling in multiples. Okay. Yes, absolutely. I fully recommend Facebook Live, definitely in a group, definitely on your business page. 100% I recommend Instagram Live as well. IGTV is fantastic. We use that every single week. And now if you sell to a corporate market or a market that does a lot on LinkedIn, now LinkedIn Live is available, which if that's your market, I would be all over LinkedIn Live. I would make that a huge part of your focus, okay? All right, culture and community, right? So you will have to create a community and a fanatical connection amongst the people in your community in order to skyrocket your brand into the millions. I was the biggest, most resistant person on the planet to starting a Facebook group because I had 4 Facebook groups for paid programs of mine. I did not want to have a prospect Facebook group. We started testing the live launch method in Facebook groups, and we were making hundreds of thousands of dollars quickly and easily, organically. And I quickly learned that I could be stubborn or I could be rich, and I decided to be rich instead of being stubborn. So I would recommend that you really look at where you are in terms of the community that you're creating, what you're doing to create community amongst your prospect market, and take a step today to invest in creating community. Because when you have a community, people feel safe, they open up, they converse, the two-way engagement is much more, it's much higher, the stickiness factor is much higher. It's going to be a complete game changer for your brand. And, we train a lot in the Unstoppable program, obviously, on, creating engagement in your group. And for all of you guys that are in Tribe, I don't need to tell you what it takes to build an engaged Facebook group. You can watch everything that we do and see everything that we do. And if there's anybody that's on today's session that isn't a member of the Tribe of Unstoppables, get in that group now. Like, you do not want to miss it. Not only for the value that you're going to get every single day by being there, but also so that you can observe what it looks like to have a multi-million-dollar Facebook group that is producing the type of leaps that we're talking about on today's session, okay? Human connection. Scaling intimacy is going to be one of the most important strategies for you in 2020. Myself and my team are spending countless hours working on perfecting how we're going to market to scale intimacy. People, although are more connected than ever with social media, feel more disconnected than ever. They are really in the cycle as consumers where they no longer want to be sold to in mass. They no longer want to be sold to with pre-recorded, prefabricated, pre-edited posts and videos and webinars. They want real live interaction. They want two-way engagement, and they want human connection. And whether you're doing this with DMs, with live webinars like we're doing right now with the live launch method, there's so many different ways that you can do it. FaceTime calls, Zoom videos, there's endless ways that you can create this, but you have to be making a specific effort to create that human connection if you want your brand to scale online, okay? So I'm gonna pause there for just a second before we go into the rest of the 6, and I wanna ask you guys, what questions do you have so far about those first couple that I just covered? Donna asked, do you believe in Facebook ads to build community targeting your tribe? Yes, 100%. Yes, absolutely. If you can invest in Facebook ads, it will absolutely speed up the process magnificently. So yes. Great. Great. Awesome. Yeah, I see some people saying, I'm going to come join the Tribe of Unstoppable. So that's amazing. We look forward to welcoming you guys over there. Good, good, good. So is everybody feeling good? Everybody ready to move on to the next one? Lynn asks, when building community, do you do it on your business page, in the corresponding group, or both? And I would say, you know, community is definitely built much more effectively in Facebook groups for sure. But you can do it anywhere. It's a little bit more difficult when it's just like open in the World Wide Web versus being in a contained community, which is exactly what it is. Okay. Yes, and you can do one-to-one, absolutely, if you don't have a team yet. Yeah, I mean, all of these things that we're talking about all started with me, you know, and now I have a team of people out there in the world that are taking it and duplicating and replicating and expanding. But you can certainly start any of this that we're talking about with yourself. And then as you become stronger and better and faster at doing it, you'll be able to grow the revenue so that you can afford to build your team. In terms of Facebook ads to grow, absolutely, you can do that with opt-in ads that redirect to the group. You can run ads that directly promote the group. You can run ads that get people to opt into your live launch or challenge. So there's many, many different ways that you can use these strategies. There's no right or wrong way, okay? Number 5, consistency over perfection, always. Right? Consistency over perfection, always. I was a little jammed up on my schedule this morning. I was at the personal trainer. I came back. I had a meeting for our Game Changer event that's coming up. I had a couple coaching calls. I had my team call. I came from the trainer, didn't have time to shower, and I'm here with you guys with my hair up in a ponytail. Okay. Most people, if they're doing a webinar, they're doing a live stream, you know, they're taking, 2 hours to get the lighting and the this and the that, and everything's perfect, and the hair and the makeup and all these things. You know what, guys? It's more important that I'm here with you right now and delivering value with my hair up in a ponytail than if I had a blowout and I had to wait 6 months until it was the perfect time to be able to come and deliver value for you. And what you have to ask yourself is, how many times are you not taking the action that's going to get you to your end goal because you're overthinking the perfection, right? And for most entrepreneurs, and I coach thousands of them around the globe in all different countries around the world, for most entrepreneurs, the focus on perfection is absolutely cannibalizing your ability to grow. You have to be able to move with speed and agility consistently if you want to build $1 million plus brand online. There will be imperfection. There will be mistakes. There will be errors, but it's more important that you are focused on delivering value and making an impact than it is that you focus on creating this perfect perception in the market of what you are and who you are and everything in between. So I feel so strongly about this that I literally created a book in my other business with my partner, Amy, Give Her Courage is my other company. And the book is called Be Perfectly Imperfect. It is so important. It is at the centerpiece of all success to release that need to be perfect, because you will never be able to move with the speed and agility of a multi-million-dollar brand if you're overthinking every step that you take. I hope this is making sense for you guys. And I wanted to take time on this today because releasing that is going to be the most empowering thing that you ever do in your business. And it's going to be one of the things that catapults you very, very quickly. I know you guys want to see those 6-figure leaps. You want to see those big jumps, but you're not going to see it until you have the speed and agility of a multi-million-dollar business owner. Okay. Meredith asked, do you need a book for credibility? Absolutely not. You do not need a book for credibility. If you have a desire to write a book, but you don't need a book. You absolutely don't need a book. It's an awesome, awesome marketing tool, elevates your brand. I've written 5 of them so far, 2 for the coaching company, 3 for Give Her Courage, but no, they are not, necessary, and you don't need them in order to position your brand. Okay. Brittany asked a great question. She said, so do you think this goes for content and social posts too, consistency over perfection? Yes. Yes, absolutely. It applies to everything. I talk to clients every single day that know exactly what they want. They know where they want to be. They know the result that they want to get. And yet they're not doing the things because they're getting caught up in being the bottleneck to their own growth because they're too worried about perception or whatever the case. Okay. All right. So let me go back through just to make sure that people have all four that we've covered so far. I guess it's five now. Charismatic leadership, compelling content that converts, culture and a fanatical community, human connection, consistency over perfection, always. And I would bold, highlight, and circle that one. Okay. And really what I want you to note there is speed and agility. Every multi-million-dollar brand has massive speed and agility. And the only way that you can accomplish that is by moving quickly enough and letting go of perfection to allow you to move forward. Make sense? Finally, number 6, make sure you write this down, is having conversion events regularly. Now, you guys know that I have been like a lunatic screaming from the rooftops about the live launch method for the last year and a half now. And that is because it is the simplest, most powerful, easiest, fastest way to take your brand to the $1 million mark online. And so I am obviously preferential to that. But there's so many ways that you can do conversion events, whether it's doing a live stream like we're doing today, or a webinar, or, a PLF, or a sideways sales letter, or, an event in person. There's so many endless ways that you can do conversion events. But here's the big one, guys. You gotta do them. You have to do them. When I talk to the majority of entrepreneurs and I ask them, how many times did you launch this year? How many times did you do a sales email to your list? How many times did you do a live stream that back end and reverse engineered into an offer where you actually sold the for offer, right? And it's just not enough. It's just not enough. You should be doing a launch, a conversion event every single month. Every single month. You don't need to do a full-blown launch every month, but you need to do a conversion event in your business every month. What do I mean by that? You need to have a plan for how you are going to get new clients in the door. And you need to have a specific opportunity with a specific offer with a framework around it to make that happen. I recommend that you do a formal launch. If you're in aggressive growth mode, a formal launch every 6 to 8 weeks. And in between that, you can do soft internal launches to your own clients for upsells, reactivations, up leveling, etc. And or of course, you can do that with things like what we're doing today, which is like a mini offer in between big launches, right? So again, don't get caught up in the right, the wrong, the this format, the that format. What I want to drill home with point number 6 is you cannot think that you're going to grow by hundreds of thousands of dollars in your brand if you are not hosting something every single month that is a conversion event where you can get many people to sign up all at once. I hope that that makes sense to everyone. So I'm going to pause again, and I want to see what questions you guys have, because I really want to make sure that you're getting what you need from me. Okay, so I'm going to pause here for just a second, take a sip of water. I want you guys to take a second to process. I just gave you the 6 C's. I want to make sure that you understand it. Number 4 was human connection. Number 4 was human connection. With human connection, I want you guys to write down scaling intimacy. And the way that you can scale intimacy is in PMs and DMs and Zoom calls and having a team. For example, I have 6 people that are spending most of the day, every day, reaching out to someone, whether it's Lindsay on the PR side, whether it's Stephanie on the, the prospect side, or Cynthia or Nate or Nicole or Teresa. Everybody is reaching out to hundreds of people per day on behalf of our brand in some way, shape, or form that is going to help move the brand forward and help us to convert more sales online and rapidly continue to grow our revenue quickly. Okay? If you're a one-man band, that's absolutely fine. Guess what? We all started as a one-man band, right, guys? So don't think like that you have a disadvantage because you're just getting started and you're by yourself. We all started by ourselves, right? We all started by ourselves. So, it's not a disconnect or a disadvantage. If you're there right now, it just creates an opportunity for you to dial in your focus with these 6 C's so that you can afford to take that next step. Okay. I had someone ask here, do you feel these 6 C's would work for a corporate sales team? Heck yes. Heck yes. Absolutely. Because people are people are people are people. And the people that are making buying decisions in corporations when you're selling business to business are human people. And so the same things apply. Now you might make little tweaks, right? You might make little tweaks in how you do this and make sure it's meeting them where they are. But 100% this applies because these are the things that humans need to feel. These are the things that humans need to experience to go through that know, like, and trust process to get them to a buying decision. I hope this makes sense for everybody. Okay. You guys are doing awesome, by the way. I want to give you huge kudos. Thank you so much. The participation is like off the chains. You guys are killing it. The comments are rolling in. I so appreciate you guys. I thank you so, so much for the great participation today. And I'm really excited to continue because I have so much more that I want to share with you, but I want to thank you guys so, so much. For anyone that hasn't, commented yet, I would love to hear from you guys. So let me know what your biggest takeaway has been so far from what we've shared in the 6 C's. And I would love to know from some of the people that we have listening today, like, which of these do you feel like you're doing and which of these do you feel like you're not, so that I can better understand when I'm creating content for you guys, like what areas you feel like you need the most help filling the gaps in. Lara does real estate sales and specializes in seniors. So a lot of older people are getting on Facebook now, and a lot of people are making their buying decisions about real estate utilizing live streaming and drone overviews and video content. So I really want to emphasize that all of this absolutely applies for real estate, and it really applies for any business, guys. I even use these things, these same 6 C's I use with my other company with Giver Courage, and that's a product-based business. So there's just so many ways that you can do these things, okay? Some great takeaways coming in. Do it. Reggie said, my takeaway is do it. Perfect. I love the human connection, consistency over perfection. Yes. Okay. These are awesome. Elise said she's so encouraged. This is fantastic. I'm so, so excited for you guys. I see a lot of comments coming in, about just needing to make the offers. I love to see that because that's one of the biggest things. It's like entrepreneurs feel like they're working so hard, and they are working so hard, but are you working on the things that are going to make you money? And most of the time when I dig into that, the answer is no. Like, what could be more important than you hosting conversion events? That's the only way that you're going to get dollars into the door. And a conversion event could be 1-to-1 as a phone consultation. It could be 1-to-many in a Zoom call. It could be 1-to-many in a webinar or in a launch. There's lots of different ways that this can look. But if you're not making offers and you're not engaging with people around those offers, you're not going to make 6- and 7-figure leaps in your business. It's just not going to happen. Okay. So I know I'm being a little direct here with you guys, and I hope that's okay with everyone. I hope I have your permission to be honest and straightforward with you. But I do want to make sure that you're leaving this webinar with clarity. And that's why I don't want to be fluffing this up for you and softening it. I want to be direct with you because I want to empower you. As I said at the beginning of this live, this is about uplifting the next generation of leaders in all of the spaces that you guys are in. And I know that in order for you guys to do this, it's incredibly important that you have clarity and a laser beam focus. That's why I asked you to write the 6 things down. You cannot skip over any of these 6 things. You are not going to find a multi-million-dollar brand that doesn't have these things. I promise you. I promise you. And that's why I thought it was so important to deliver this training to you, because when I look at the vast majority of businesses, it's very difficult to find any that are doing all 6 of these. The ones that are the leaders. And so for you guys, what I'm hoping is that you can audit yourself against these 6 and now have a jumping off point to know what's been missing and what you need to do and start doing and do consistently right away to have success. Okay. All right. Moving on from there, I promised you a second big secret, and that is the number one strategy that you need to really master in 2020 and beyond. And I'm going to give you a couple things here, okay? So there's a couple things, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of a peek around the corner. So number one, you have to master the 15-second sale. What is the 15-second sale? It's your ability to do soundbite marketing where you can convey your value and get people to take action in a very, very short window of time. We know that when we log into Facebook and Instagram now, the number one thing that you see there is stories, right? We're finding that the most effective opt-in ads even that we're running, the least expensive leads that we're getting at like $1 a lead, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's 1/5 of what Facebook is costing us. Right now, today, our cheapest opt-ins are the ones that are coming from story ads at $1 a lead, which is unbelievable. It is 20% of what the average cost per lead is, okay? Why? Why is that? That's because that's where people's attention is. People's attention is there. It's standing out. It's putting yourself in front of these people. That being said, it is important that you learn how to master this. Now, sitting here today, you might already be doing stories every single day. You may have never done a story in your life. It doesn't matter. I'm raising the awareness and I'm putting front and center in front of you the importance of you making it a goal between now and the end of 2020 to learn how to effectively do soundbite marketing where you can present your case in 15 seconds or less and get people to take action. There's nothing more important than this because this is where it's going. People are busier than ever. They're more distracted than ever. They have a shorter attention span than ever. You have to be able to leverage the tools that are being created and presented to you on social media to effectively close. Okay, so I want you guys to write that down and I want you to walk away with a goal of focusing on learning those skills. Whether you want to learn it through trial and error or you want to learn it through someone like myself, it doesn't matter. It's walking away with the clarity and understanding that you're not going to lead if you don't master stories. You need to understand where people's attention is and you need to learn how to focus on mastering the platforms that people are focused on, okay? Number 3, owning the virtual room on camera. Owning the virtual room on camera. Now, we all know that there's people that get on camera and they are a dynamo, right? Their energy is there, the connection is there. People just want to be near them. They want to interact with them. They want to buy from them. They want to be a part of their world, right? And you feel that and you connect with them. And those are the people that you want to work with and you want to buy from and you want to be in the room with. And there's thousands of other people that are also doing virtual content and showing up on video that are lifeless. They lack energy, they lack clarity, the magnetism isn't there, the dynamo isn't there, and they can do video until they're blue in the face, but that magnetism just isn't, it's not connecting, right? And so again, I want to emphasize, it doesn't matter where you are on this scale today. Maybe you're a 10 and you're converting every single day on video. Awesome. Put more time and energy into converting even more, growing your audience even bigger and replicating what's working. Maybe you're a 0 right now. Maybe you haven't even been showing up on video consistently, and so you haven't even put yourself in the game yet, right? Or maybe you're somewhere in the middle. You've been showing up on video, you're doing the work, but you're not seeing the results. Owning the virtual room is a skill. It is a skill. It is a learned skill, and it has strategy to it. Okay. And the only way that you're going to turn this crazy online jungle into your online empire is by learning to own the virtual room. So I want to check in with you guys and I want to see if everybody is getting this down in your notes. And I also want to ask what questions that you have. Let me see, story apps, Instagram and Facebook. So both Instagram and Facebook. I have a lot of questions about that. I like the soundbite marketing term. It's another term that we have coined. We make up our own words here at Kelly Roach Coaching. That's our favorite thing to do. It's something that we're going to be focused on teaching quite a bit in this coming year because it's becoming a bigger and bigger part of our sales strategy. And we've realized how important it is to bring that to the market. So you're going to hear me talking quite a bit about that in days, weeks, and months to come. Perfect. Yeah, so Brittany says stories are so fun. They're one of her favorite things. You get to be so creative. Yes. And yes, story ads are set up in Facebook. Absolutely. Yes, master the story on your platform. Absolutely. We had a lot of people asking, where are the stories, both Facebook and Instagram? And I just mean, when I'm saying the 15-second sale, it typically cuts off at the 15-second mark. So it's that ability to kind of get things across, right? Get things across. Video marketing is going to be your number one weapon, the number one secret to your success in elevating your brand in 2020. And video marketing is not new. We've all known this. It's turned a corner though, and live streaming and your ability to live stream and do a single session of live streaming and close people on the spot is your number one opportunity. And it's why we're starting to teach more. And I'm going to talk to you guys in a couple minutes about this. Is why we're starting to teach more, not just with the live launch method over a 5-day process, but also how to use the live launch method in a 48-hour blitz, how to use it in a single live streaming session like we're doing today, and then obviously breaking it down even further into soundbite marketing, where those 15 seconds that you're on camera can translate into sales. So I hope this is making sense for you guys. I am giving you the blueprint. You now have it. You have in the palm of your hand everything that you need to know about where your focus needs to be and where your energy needs to go in 2020 and beyond. Like, you have it in the palm of your hand. Okay. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what this needs to look like. So first of all, my big emphasis, and you guys know I talk about this all the time, you need to forget the 8,976,000 steps to making the sale and do this instead. So many businesses are failing because they are buying into advice around building funnels and landing pages and bots and hundreds of emails and pre-recorded videos and, pre-edited, sequences that you're sending out. And not only is that unbelievably expensive, but for most people, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm giving you permission to simplify everything that you're doing and to bring your message directly to your market, as I am with you today. It's just me, the camera, and a microphone. And I'm giving you permission to do the same. I'm giving you permission to step into your greatness, to become the leader in your space, and to claim the position that you want in your market by learning to sell from anywhere, anytime, using the 6 C's, doing it live so that you're not spending all this time and all this money for stuff that's never going to make you any money anyway. And I'm telling you exactly what we changed in order to scale up and to create these hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in additional growth quickly. So number one was eliminating the barrier between us and the audience. And that right there is exactly what I just walked you through as it relates to eliminating all of those extra things and getting yourself live on camera. Number two, creating community. So once we created a community and there was an ongoing dialogue between us and the audience happening all day, every day in the Tribe of Unstoppables, we found that many, many, many more people were converting consistently, both inside and outside of launches for our products and programs. Number three, mastering and scaling using the power strategies that work live. And we talked about the live launch method. We talked about a livenar, which is what we're doing right now, which is just basically a live stream. It's done in a webinar format, but it's just you and the camera. You don't have to worry about all the editing and the slides and the, all the complicated funnels and the setup and the landing, all of that craziness. Okay. And what I think that you guys will find is the more that you cut and eliminate and the simpler that you make these things, the faster and easier you're going to grow. Okay. So as I said at the beginning of this session, I want to remind you guys, you're already working hard enough. This is not about you working harder. This is not about you putting more hours in. This is not about you spending thousands and thousands of dollars to go learn a new tactic. I am telling you to get on the camera that you have access to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for free, and connect, engage with your audience with some strategy behind it using the 6 C's that we just talked about. Okay. So now let's come together. Let's all think about this for a second. I want you guys to close your eyes and just take a moment. And I want you to think to yourselves, what would it feel like to have an extra 10 or 20 or $50,000 a month rolling into your bank account that is coming in consistently, that you know you can count on, that's going to be coming for months to come, because you understand how to sell for free with soundbite marketing, owning the virtual room, and using the 6 C's? How would your life change? What would feel different for you? Would it mean paying off your debt? Would it mean going on an extra vacation? Would it mean putting your kids into private school? Would it mean getting rid of your credit cards? Would it mean not waking up with a pit in your stomach every single day about financial pressure? What would that look like and mean to you? I would love some comments in the chat from you guys. Like, what would you do with an extra 50K a month coming into your business? What would that look like for you? What decision would you make differently than what you're doing right now? And how would your life change? How would things feel different waking up every single day if you took these things that we talked about and implemented them and gave your whole heart and put your everything into it? What would that look like? What would that feel like to you? Right? You know, Farah said she's going to hire an assistant and scale. Patricia said her life is going to turn around. You know, so many people, guys, these little shifts, I would be debt free and be able to help others. Donna said game changer. Katie said, I need that monthly income. I cover daycare expenses, pay off debt. Stacy says I can move forward, quit my corporate job. So, I mean, clearly, you guys like me understand the power of everything that we just talked about, right? It's been a good hour. If you take this hour that we just spent together and you take everything that we just went over and put it into action, you are going to see substantial life-changing results in your business. And so you have the opportunity now, guys, to go out on your own, implement these things, take action, and get results yourself. Go through the trial and error, work through the kinks, and make it happen. Or if you want help, if you want direction, if you want support every step of the way, I want to invite you to explore the game changer. Okay? So the 6 C's, the 15-second sale, and owning the virtual room are 3 of the core concepts that we are going to be covering in this exclusive closed door VIP coaching event. And for those of you that have really been searching for something where you can have someone like myself, multi-million-dollar business owner, get my hands on your business, work with you in person in an intensive small room. We're only allowing 70 people in the room because we want to be able to work with every single person there that are looking for something different. Maybe you, like me, don't want to get on an airplane and fly to an event where you're going to do a dance party and massage the person's shoulders next to you and do fist pumps and do silly things that are awkward and uncomfortable. Maybe you, like me, want to go to an event where you're going to walk away with $1 million profit plan where you could get actual feedback on your business in person on the spot with every detail customized for your business. And if that's you, I want to invite you to be a part of this VIP coaching experience that we've created. This is a luxury event for serious entrepreneurs that want to become leaders in the online space in 2020 and beyond. It's happening in October. It's the 17th and 18th. It's at the 4-star Sonesta Waterfront Hotel. So beachfront, good cocktails, lots of sunny weather, and getting to be in the room with other elite entrepreneurs that are changing the game in their fields. We already have half the room filled with people like you that are moving, shaking, and getting the job done. And so not only are you going to get help with your business, not only are you going to get your $1 million profit plan, you're going to skip over the months and months of trying to learn these things and implement them on your own and get feedback on the spot in the moment right away. But you're also going to get to meet people that are actual serious entrepreneurs that are doing the work and making it happen that could become potential clients or referral partners for you. Now, there are 2 options for how you can participate. And I really want to emphasize this because I know that not all of you guys can travel. So I have 2 different ways that you can be a part of this event. And we have a special opportunity for both of you guys today. So if you cannot travel, we are creating an entire virtual event in a private Facebook group where the entire event is going to be professionally live streamed with special sessions. We actually just announced today 3 bonus sessions that are happening for the people that are attending virtually in the private group. And you get forever access to everything that we cover in the event. Those videos can be watched anywhere, anytime, and you have access to them forever. Plus, you get lead up support in the Facebook group. So if you want to attend virtually, we're offering it to you today at a 50% discount, a one-time payment of $997 or 3 installments of $383. If you want to be one of only, we have less than 30 spots left in the room. If you want to be one of those people that is actually there with me and my entire team, 7 of us will be there walking the room, helping you, coaching you, supporting you on your $1 million profit plan, and on learning and tweaking and focusing on how to use the 15-second sale and mastering the virtual room in your business. You can get in the door for 6 installments of $383, or we've given you guys also for 48 hours, and I should mention that it's 48 hours only. We are going to give you guys a 50% discount on the tickets. I think we pulled them down to $2,300 for you guys. Lindsay, is it $2,300? For 48 hours only. And we will sell out of this event. I'm very, very excited to say that we have been absolutely over the pale thrilled with the response that we've gotten to this. This is the first time that we've done a bigger event like this. And yes, I'll circle back on that in just a second. So again, what I want to emphasize, you can go to 2019gamechanger.com to see the full overview and to register today. We will sell out. I'm very proud and excited to see that. I know people are saying I will quit my job. I love it. That's awesome. So I know all of you guys have aspirations, you have goals, you have exciting things that you want to create in your life. And what I want to emphasize for you is, you know, for me, being able to retire Billy, have him home full-time with Madison, put Madison in private school, take 6-7 vacations a year, continue to hire and build an absolute dream team. Many of you guys interact with them every single day. You know, they are the cream of the crop. They are the best of the best. All of these things were dreams of mine. And all of these things have all been made possible because of everything that we are covering here at the Game Changer event. For you guys that are part of the Unstoppable program, literally this is taking everything that you are learning and it's just giving you like turbo fuel to speed it up, accelerate it, and jump you forward more quickly. For those of you that are just getting started with us, that this is your first step, what an amazing way to dive into working with myself, my coaches, our community, then taking this huge leap forward of progress and results that you're going to create in this 2-day event with us. So again, you can go to 2019gamechanger.com. We are going to offer you guys a 48-hour discount. So you can get 50% off your ticket for the next 48 hours. The people that attend in person are not only going to get time with us where we're circling the room and we're working with you on your $1 million profit plan, literally mapping out step by step how you will take your brand from where you are to the $1 million mark and all of the finite details in order to do that. But we're also obviously going to be working with you on mastering the virtual room, on the 15-second sale, and so much more, okay? We're going to have breakout sessions. We're going to have live Q&A. We're going to have walk around coaching. We're going to have guest speakers. It's going to be an unbelievable event. It's going to be something very, very different than anything that you've experienced before. And what I want to emphasize there is that this is not a dance party. This is not a rah-rah, rub each other's shoulders and have awkward exchanges with people that you never speak to again. And for some people, that's awesome, right? And for some people, like, that's what they enjoy and that's what they want. That is not what this is. This is for people that are serious about creating $1 million breakthrough for their business. And this is heavy lifting. This is like focused strategic coaching. This is not an informational event where we sit there and share information with you for 2 days. This is a working coaching event. It is a VIP exclusive opportunity to spend 2 days being coached on your business. So we will be teaching, we will be training, we will be coaching. Yes, we will be interacting, but this is not a light, fluffy business networking event, as some of the things that maybe you've attended in the past or that you maybe are going to be attending later this year. And those things serve a purpose, and I think that's wonderful. That's not for us. That's not what we're looking to create for you. We want people that are looking to rise to the top of their industry, that want to make a huge leap ahead in a really short period of time, that understand that working with us behind closed doors for 2 days is literally going to cut years off your process to do that, okay? Total focus, hands-on support, intimate closed door environment. You have myself and the entire team there to support you every single step of the way. And for the next 48 hours, we're giving you a 50% discount, 50%. We will sell out. I want to meet you guys there. We are doing so much testing and so much trialing of new things that we will be in a position to roll out, and you guys will be the first group of people to hear it. Right now, we're testing out a text message launch. As you probably have seen and heard with the podcast course that we're doing this week, we're testing out so many new things that we're going to be bringing to the market next year. And this is going to be the first big reveal of those strategies. So we cannot wait to be in the room with people that are highly motivated, highly focused, highly driven, and are ready to get a real result. I had a couple people ask for the price. So again, I just want to give you guys where you can sign up. So you can go to 2019gamechanger.com. Okay, 2019gamechanger.com. And we have 2 different ways that you can attend. I do want to emphasize again that if you attend in person, you get everything that the people that attend virtually are getting as well. Okay, so if you attend in person, I just have to pull something out really quick. If you attend in person, you're going to get everything that the people that attend virtually are going to get as well. Okay, and if you attend virtually, you're going to get the files forever. You're going to get special bonus trainings. We do have a private Facebook group for everyone attending the event where we're doing a bunch of bonus trainings coming up and some extra things to support you guys. The full price is $4,700. We are giving you a 50% discount for 48 hours only. To come in person, it's $2,350, and to come virtually, what is it, Lindsay? $997. $997. So again, you can go to 2019gamechanger.com. You can register either way, okay? And I really want to emphasize, guys, that for me, I don't do a lot of private coaching anymore. We stopped offering private coaching. We were and do charge $5,500 a month for private coaching at this point, but we're really not offering it anymore because I just can't really deliver it with the time requirement with running the 2 companies. When people come for a VIP session, we do $7,500 for a half day, $15,000 for a full day. And what I want to emphasize from the people that have spent time with me in person, and this is the first time we're really offering an event of this kind. Angela, who's been a client of mine for many years, said literally this one VIP day was like a 4-year business degree in how to make money online with my business. We had people that attended other small group intensives like Jen Fetterman, who literally was on a plane home the next day. She used what she learned and made money right away. We had our legacy leaders crew that came together for an intensive, and the feedback I get from them every single time is that 2-day intensive in person together is worth the entire year of the program, which is close to a $30,000 program. Okay, so no matter where you are on the spectrum, whether you're doing a lot of things well and you just want to fine tune and make some tweaks to create that breakthrough, or whether you're just getting started and you need to kind of get your pieces together and kind of get the foundation built, this is for you, right? Whether you want to cut years off your journey, whether you're already moving but you need that cutting edge, or whether you're massively growing and you want to become number 1 in your industry, being forward thinking and actually mastering the concepts that are going to put you in that leadership position, it's everything, right? It's going to be the game changer for you. That's why we noted the name Game Changer. Okay. So I see a lot of people feeling super, super excited about joining us, which I'm so happy to see. Some questions coming in. So the event is taking place in Fort Lauderdale at the Sonesta Hotel. Again, the page for it is 2019gamechanger.com. So you can get registered either virtually or in person. Leanne is joining, so congratulations to Leanne. So excited for you. Peaches, look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so, so much. Wendy, looking forward to seeing you there. What is it? October 17th and 18th, the event is happening. So I really want to emphasize, guys, that this is your shortcut, right? There are no shortcuts, but this is your shortcut, right? The shortcut that this can give you is condensing the work into a shorter period of time. You're still going to have to do the work, right? There are no silver bullets. As I talked about with the 6 C's, like you can't skip over any one of these things and become an ultimate leader in your space. But what I can tell you is that you can condense your learning curve and you can shorten the amount of time that it takes you to learn, implement, and grow with these strategies by putting yourself in the place to do it. And that's the biggest thing that I would emphasize here. It's shortening your time frame, and it's allowing you to skip over all the trial and error, skip over all of the, challenges of trying to figure this out on your own and trying to figure out, will this work? Will this not work? All of that. So again, here's what you're going to get. You're going to learn how to become a powerhouse on camera so that you can magnetize the virtual room and sell like crazy using nothing more than the camera and your phone. You're going to learn the $1 Million Profit Plan that we're going to help you to co-create during day one of the event to incorporate those 6 C's into the way that you're bringing your brand to life online. You're going to learn the 2020 Social Selling Blueprint, which is going to include things like text message marketing, audio marketing, soundbite marketing like we talked about today, and all those other cutting edge things that are around the corner that you can be doing now that your competition doesn't even know exist yet, okay? Of course, we're going to teach you the 15-second sale, how to do stories that convert, and really the value of this, guys, is more than $9,000, right? It's an offer that we really think you can't refuse because the unbelievable amount of value that you're getting in such a short period of time is going to be the game changer for you, and it's going to make all the difference. This is your one opportunity to work with me in person live for less than $15,000 for a VIP day happening in the next 12 months. So if you understand the value of being in person in the room and having that hands-on support, direction, and coaching, absolutely get yourself in this room before we sell out, because by 6 months from now, you could be in a completely different place in your business. Okay, I'm going to give a couple bonuses to the people that decide that they're going to join us live here today, because my whole thing is I'm a decisive person. I know what I want. And when I see something that can get me there, I'm going to jump on it. I want to engage you guys that also know this is what you want to help you to take that next step. So for those of you that join live within the next, I'm going to say 30 minutes, I'm going to give you a 30-minute window here. Those of you that join within the next 30 minutes, you are going to get a personalized social media audit from myself or a member of my team, where we are going to go through your social media. We're going to let you know exactly where your profit leaks are, what changes you need to make, what content you need to be creating, and what strategy you need to be using to get better results with social. That way you can start making those changes now before you even come to the event and start seeing results right away. Okay, so that is for the people that buy within the next 30 minutes of watching this video. Number 2, if you buy live within the next 30 minutes of watching this video, being here live with us, we are going to invite you to a private audience building workshop with myself, where I am literally going to walk you through how to build your platform, how to master your message, how to target your niche, and how to get clear on getting people to start coming in to your world, staying there, and ultimately converting. So not only are you going to get the social media audit, you're going to get the audience building workshop with me. And finally, for those of you that buy live, you are going to get a private one-to-one session with a member of my team to help you get started, get a jump start on your marketing strategy on whichever of the 6 C's you feel like you need the most help with, so that you can be moving and generating results before you even come to the event. Okay. Not only that, but when you join today, you are going to get added to the private Facebook group where we have the 3 bonus trainings coming up, one with Stephanie, one with Nicole, and one with Lindsay on PR, marketing, and referral marketing. And these are things that you can be putting into action long before you set foot in the program to help you be making money from your investment before that investment even happens. Okay. So one more time, within the next 48 hours, you have the opportunity to get your Game Changer ticket for 50% off. Get yourself in the room with myself, with my team, with other elite entrepreneurs for this unprecedented VIP coaching experience that is going to allow you to immediately up-level, walk with complete clarity, have an action plan and a map to achieve it, and the support and coaching to help you get there. Okay, so for the next 48 hours, you have 50% off. You can do either a virtual or an in-person ticket. We have just 30 tickets left. I know they're going to go very, very quickly. So if you know you want to be in the room, take action now. If you want to be one of the few people that we give the audience building workshop to, that we give the social media audit to, that gets a private session with one of my senior team members, you have 30 minutes to go ahead and join. All you have to do is let us know in the comments here or private message whatever member of my team that you're already connected to and let them know that you joined. We'll look for your registration and reach out to you, of course, and you will get all 3 of those bonuses. So here's the bottom line. If you're attending in person, you're making a $2,350 investment. If you're attending virtually, you're making a $997 investment. The bottom line here, guys, is if everything were to go horribly wrong for you, you were to completely miss the mark, the event was a complete disaster, and all you did was get a referral partner, a key introduction, meet someone that you were meant to be doing business with or referring business back and forth from, up-level your pricing, or walk away with training on one strategy that'll change the game for you, that investment is going to not only be made back, but in multiples. So you really have to put this decision in perspective of where do you want to be by January 1st? And what decisions do you need to make right now to put yourself there? What do you need to be working on? What do you need to learn? What do you need to be getting help with in order to be making those big leaps that you want and that you deserve? So comment in the chat. Let me know if you are our next 2019 game changer. I cannot wait to work with every single one of you guys. You've been amazing today. I hope you got a ton of value out of the 6 C's, the soundbite marketing, and the focus on owning the virtual room. I can't wait to work with you guys in person to actually implement and learn how to master these things. And I know that each and every one of you guys are not only going to meet entrepreneurial friends that are going to last a lifetime and create a support system that's going to help you achieve your goals, but you are going to really rock the house and leave with a level of clarity and confidence that's going to help you achieve your goals. So looking forward to working with all of you guys. Again, you can go to 2019gamechanger.com to register today. You still have an opportunity to get those 3 one-time only bonuses when you register in the next 30 minutes. And everyone that buys in the next 48 hours is going to get that 50% discount that we just shared with you. So thank you guys so much for being here. Any and all questions, feel free to reach out to myself or any of the members of the team. And I am looking forward to working with all of you guys. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great afternoon.